Greetings and salutations, everyone. This is once again another walkthrough video. I don't know. Right now we're going to do the Catacombs. So if you're looking to do Catacombs or looking to see how to do the Catacombs, this is a great one. Part of the reason I was talking to chat right before we started, part of the reason I definitely want to do this video series, or this video for the Catacombs, is because Catacombs is part of the bundle. If you go to the DDO.com website, go to their market page and you buy, I think it's called the Quick Start bundle through the DDO market. Yeah, part of the starter pack. Sorry, part of the starter pack. The reason I always recommend it is because you get Ellery as a permanent cleric hireling, but getting Catacombs is like a $6 value. Getting the DDO points is $2.50 value. We looked it up yesterday. These are currently on sale for $10. These 5 excellent experience elixirs. So for $10, you're getting like $20-ish of value. Plus you're getting a permanent gold seal hireling cleric, Ellery, which in my opinion is one of the best buys that you can get in DDO if you're looking to spend money and help support SSG. Definitely recommend picking up the starter pack. So anyway, the Catacombs here is a pretty cute, pretty quick, and very XP efficient quest chain. There are a couple of them that are unnaturally difficult, like they jump really hard in difficulty level and they fall back down, but we'll kind of deal with those as they happen. We'll grab our other cleric, or our cleric to protect him. We'll grab him to protect him. Oh no! So basically I'm a big fan of using hirelings. If you watched any of these other videos, or if you watch my streams, you'll notice that I like having some helpers around. They just, I don't know, think of them as not very good AoE damage effects, right? Like damage over time effects that you used gold to get. Depending on how you look at them, hirelings are either terrible because they're not as good as players, or they're wonderful because they're something you can augment your damage with using plat in-game currency. Beef from watching on YouTube also says it's a nice pile of favor for a little time investment. That's also very true. Is a good little chunk if you're looking to like earn some favor to like to make some DDO points if you want to invest in taking the time to run favor instead of just purchasing some DDO points. All those things are very true. Alright, we should be at our 10 kills. Oh yeah, 10 kills by a ton. So we will grab this. Grab our... Get out of my way, I want my fragments and then I want to leave. No, don't make me kill extra things. Alright, let's get out of here. We don't need to do anything else, we just need to leave. We accomplished our mission. Look at that, it took us 2 minutes and 20 seconds. That's high. Making 2 cleric hirelings and killing extra guys. So that is a pretty good. Again, they get worse as you repeat them, but from life to life, they're very good. First time through each life is very good. Alright, so you do that first quest to start the chain. The chain becomes a little bit problematic in that you have to run up and down and up and down and up and down. I think we have to start by running up, right? I didn't even pay attention. Yeah, so you have to start by coming in here and talking to the council. When you do this quest chain, except for the last one, I recommend just going in on Elite. You're not going to get any experience because there's not going to be any kills. But if, say you're in a party with some people, and you come in, advance the quest, and leave, if you're on Reaper mode, one of the things that locks people out from entering the quest afterwards is if somebody leaves the quest. So like if that was in Reaper mode and say there were 3 people in my party, myself, Wood, and Stormwolf, right? I run in, advance the quest. Stormwolf runs in, goes AFK for a second. And then Beef is just a little bit behind for whatever reason. I exit the quest, not thinking about it. It's going to go start the next quest chain. And all of a sudden now he can't get into the quest because I exited the quest because I went in on Reaper. So keep that in mind when you're doing these kind of like advance the quests. Ones that aren't really quests. Alright. There's a trap box over here. I am not going to take the time to do it. I'm just going to stand in the very, very middle and open the chest. There's no other trap boxes that I'm going to worry about, so it's just how we're gonna go.
This way lies Minut's ward. The reek of the undead is almost palpable.
Alright, there's the blast guy. I'm gonna have him fire off a acid blast. Don't want him to draw aggro, but I do want him to like mass AoE some of this junk down. Fine, look at you, you're a big boy.
From farther down the passage, someone breathing. A survivor. A dirt-caked man stares at you from across the room. His eyes glade. Fitzwood vanishes before your eyes.
I always love it when you quote-unquote rescue somebody from a jail and then they just teleport away. Like, how much rescuing did I actually do here? Alright, so we just gotta leave again, right? This is great. We'll just walk out of here. We won't even care and they find... What? No! Okay. So the door locks us back out. Just turn around, go back out the way you came in, and turn the other hallway. Don't get fancy. Don't get crazy.
This way you hear the rattle of iron, the low metallic growl.
Alright, this doorway right here, there's a chest behind it. Again, I'm not gonna worry about that kind of stuff a whole lot. We're gonna send our hireling down this hallway to pull this lever. The reason why we do that is because a bunch of guys will spawn down there and we just don't care. We just want to leave. So now we can go. So now we summon our hireling and we just shoot this stuff as we walk away because they happen to be champs and maybe they'll drop some awesome stuff for us. Oh, they did. Look at that. Now we just leave. We just walk out. Quest is done. It was lots of fun. Give me my XP, please. Alright, so 3 minutes for 5,000 experience. Not bad. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's see. It also was 243 Reaper experience. So, pretty good.
Archbishop Dryden waits to speak with you at the top of his dais.
Again, I always like to check the rewards look and see if there's something interesting for Icy Burst Festival time. So far, I haven't found anything. But I brought some things over from the hardcore server I'm going to take a look at. Things that I remember thinking were pretty good. Alright, this quest is one of my favorites out of this chain. But it's got some disadvantages. Namely, this guy is slow and will not go unless a human person walks with them. Not to be like super close, you can be way down here at the end, but you have to be around. You can't just like blow it off. Go do the rest of the quest and come back. I don't know why, but it's true. If you are looking to farm collectibles, this is one of the best low-level quests to get collectibles. It's a big circle. The mobs are really not that difficult. And you can just, like, run through without any real care. Forgetting that I grab this rune arm. I will do the traps in this quest because there are enough that I think you get some sort of trap bonus. But if you don't have the ability to trap in this quest, it's not that big of a deal. You got the sickness. We're down with the sickness, you guys. We're gonna do optionals and whatnot as well. This guy can be tough at low levels if you're not ready for it. But we defeated the slightly higher level one, or we defeated the one when we were lower levels, so we can defeat this one pretty easily as well. Yeah, there's a trap in there. I don't know why that trap box didn't. It must not be disableable, or I must not have a high enough search. Let's talk about some of the things that we did while we leveled up. So first of all, our enhancements. I put points in Eldritch Knight. Now that we have our ability to shoot 2 crossbows, I do want to go up this tree really hardcore eventually, but for right now, I want to get to Spell Sword. So we're putting points into Eldritch Knight to get that going. The main reason why we want to get to Spell Sword is when you do that, every weapon attack deals extra elemental damage based off of what you select. You get an elemental selector, basically, and then you get to do extra damage. So every single attack fires off extra damage, and we're firing off 2 bolts at a time. So it's kind of like adding 2d6 damage, or 46, or 66, or you get the idea. Per attack animation, because we're shooting off 2 bolts at the same time. Since we have a rune arm in our hand, we also are adding a little extra damage there. And, you know, we're slamming some of these various buttons to get some even more damage in places.
Ghouls, once librarians, have dragged bodies in here to devour.
Yeah, 10% tamper
Behind them
bonus.
lies Parton. A faint voice whispers, "Let the tombs and ossuaries open."
Alright, now you could finish out right there. I like to just run out. I think it's a little bit faster than like recalling. Again, we're right here. If you were to run around that loop, this loop right here, there's like collectible here, collectible here, collectible there, collectible there, collectible here. Like, there's like 5 collectibles in this, and a lot of them are really good collectible mounting points. So it's a good spot to get low level collectibles. Is what I'm trying to say. It's one of the ones that I farmed a lot of back in the Wayback Machine. Man, the lack of sleep is catching up with me hard right now. Might end up. This might turn into a 2-part video because I am tired. And have a nasty chill now that the dog has opened the door. Left it open. Oh boy. Also, in secret, I don't like. I think it's this one. I think this is the one that I don't like in particular. Yeah. So this quest, again, it's this more of the same of running around killing monsters. It's not hard, but it is long and it is pretty tedious. So we're gonna set Ellery to protect this guy. Then we're gonna put this guy on kind of take care of himself.
Fill the tomb. The Drydens have woken from their long. The Sapphire Gate is shut. You will have to find a way to raise it.
All right, so we're gonna grab our hireling. We're gonna tell him to go. Have Ellery wait. Often the hirelings can get the doors open with no problem. I guess I should explain that, huh? There's a lever. This quest is a big square. Let's start with that. Or a big circle. It is separated by along each wall there is a doorway that has some sort of lever in the room that prevents you from going past. Whatever, take it. So inside that room, there's generally a bunch of mobs preventing you from carrying on. It's not always mobs, but there's one room where there's nothing. But in the other 3 rooms, there's a bunch of mobs. Now the mobs will tend to aggro on human players first. Tend to. I say that repeatedly. So you can click on using your thumb targeting or however you have your tab targeting set up.
The Emerald Gate is shut. You will have to find a way to raise it.
To highlight that lever from back here. Then you can have your hireling interact on it, and they will run in, and you can start like getting the aggro and shifting the aggro out while they pull that lever. And you can tell that they pull that lever because this door opens, and then you can just recall them out. They don't have to run back out of the quest or out of the room like you might. So then anything that comes out of the room to get them, we don't have to worry about being in the middle of a mosh pit inside this room. Basically. Which, in my opinion, has a lot of value for getting through this quest a lot quicker.
The scratching sound grows louder, then turns into pounding. Something trapped inside a sarcophagus wants out.
Again, if you think of the hirelings as a way to augment your capabilities with gold, especially, or plat, in-game currency, especially when you're soloing or short manning, hirelings are very useful. If you think of them as player characters to help round out your party, they are not very good at all. Do not get confused. They are not players. They do not have a high level of skill. They are basically glorified dogs or summons or whatever, except they use a different summoning method. In this case, eating your plat.
You will have to find a way to raise it.
That's the one that is just a shrine. I know what you're thinking. Samius, you're almost done. That's the third lever. You only need one more lever. And you'd be correct. Except... we have... you have to run through the quest a second time.
The hammering from Gerard's tomb grows louder and louder. It ends with the crack of splitting stone. The amethyst gate is shut. You will have to find a way to raise it.
See, all that stuff is coming at me. None of it's going at the NPC. The NPC is able to open the door. No problem. Okay, he made it out. I'm like, I didn't see him teleport to me. Did he make it? What he did, he made it just fine. Oh, double crossbows.
From Gerard's tomb, you hear the sounds of cracking bones, gnawing, jiggling laughter.
Alright, so now we have a whole nother series of levers to pull. But now they're gated behind a locked door that we needed that key to get.
You hear a click from the direction of Gerard's tomb.
I'm gonna double check that he got it. I think he did. I heard him say that. I heard the DM talk about it. Alright. Oh, I just realized our caster here is out of mana. So we have a couple of different options for that. I'm going to turn on... Turn auto attack off here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on him, and I'm just going to have Ellery put Divine Vitalities into him. It's one of the reasons Ellery is so good. Not just the fact that she's Gold Seal, not just the fact that she's a cleric that gives you a little bit of healing, but also she has Divine Vitalities, which means is when she spawns, she'll have the ability to grant somebody, I don't know, like 300-ish hit, or let's start with 200, because I do have a pretty good augmentation capabilities on my hirelings. So, ooh, is Deuter actually in trouble? Deuter is actually in trouble. There's a Plague Reaper in there. No wonder he got in trouble. And another. And another. Okay. So now we figured out why Deuter got in trouble. Deuter found a room with 3 Reapers in it. That's the reason we send in hirelings.
You hear a click from the direction.
Wait in there, go ahead and pick up his stone. Alright, let's get out of here, Ellery. Should probably have some stuff attack us pretty soon. That's a locked. This is a treasure optional. It's a pretty good little chain shirt that comes out of there if you don't have any gear. Like if your gear is poor, it's not unreasonable to get and have. But if your gear is at least medium, then it's not a big deal. Alright, this time we'll jump in because the hirelings are busy doing hireling things. You got everything and its cousin upset at us, and our guy died, so. Explode. Alright, so something to think about is this is the exit / entrance of the quest. We're going to go into the middle of the quest. We're going to fight a bunch of stuff. And we're going to leave. But we don't actually have to defeat all these guys. We only need to defeat this guy and click on his special item. Basically saying, yeah, I killed him. See, I killed him. So now the quest is done. If we come over here and we grab this chest, which we may not be able to do because that's a champ over there. The champ might be too much for us to... Yeah, never mind. Screw it. Not going to worry about it. So instead we're just going to leave. We're just going to walk back out the quest. So if we have an exit plan, then we don't have to worry about... about any of the things, any of the monsters getting us. Also, I want to mention that you'll notice I have a dead hireling and Ellery. If I were to dismiss this guy, it would take 5 minutes for him to be able to be resummonable. But if I leave the quest and the quest dismisses him, then I can resummon him right away when I get into the next quest. So something to think about when you have a dead hireling or something like that. Think about, all right, is this quest going to be, am I going to be out of this quest and into the next quest within 5 minutes? Should I dismiss him? Should I keep her around? Should I take the time and energy to heal him? Like I'm not leaving I'm staying within a quest zone, so I'm going from an instance situation into another instance situation. Hirelings follow me around from that to that. So maybe I need to go ahead and dismiss now. Maybe I need to go back and bring them back to life. All these things are considerations when you're driving hirelings. So again, don't worry about it too much. Just buy a bunch and fiddle with them. They're super cheap. Okay, setting the Cathedral wards. Again, I'm going to show you how I do it. This is not the right way by any stretch of the imagination. You could stop and do all the traps, which we probably should, but I don't think I'm going to. But these two quests, in my opinion, they get a little long for me. So jump up here. If you don't have such a good jump, you can get on the vase and jump over. Otherwise, you can run around this wall. These walls are like halfsies, but they are trapped.
The main altar lies ahead, despoiled by evil. The stones themselves seem to sigh and moan in agony.
Same thing, but we've got a good jump going right now, so we'll just jump over the wall. Pick up the moss. Inside these rooms, there is a invisible dude. White Guardian. Get him shot. We're going to web everything else. Everything that was in this room when we entered the room, except for that white guardian, will perish when we click on this altar. All the other monsters can just, I don't know, they can just go away. They'll chase us from room to room. They may catch us at some point. We'll have to do something about it, but I'm not worried about it right now. Alright. Time to use Captain Expendable. So, we have summoned our helpers. They have not appeared, but we have summoned them. And there is a lever right there. We're going to use Mr. Expendable to go pull that first lever. Notice there's a nasty little trap that comes out of the wall. There are trap boxes. You could disable them. Again, I'm not going to worry about it right now. This quest is not a massive pile of experience. It's good, but it's not so huge that I'm worried about grabbing an extra 10% experience off of it right now.
As the white collapses, the protective magic surrounding the altar vanishes. It can be purified now.
Definitely the tired is kicking in hard. I apologize. I feel like we're still moving through the quest at a reasonable rate, though. Alright, this one is lever roulette. You gotta pull 2 levers. They seem to be mostly at random. And you will get a DM text saying you got it. Alright. You're being a pain. Being a bad doge. Alright, look at us. Last one's the charm, baby.
Shuddering and groaning, the bars of the
Said I wish I had a better way of knowing which ones were going to be which each time, but just unfortunately you gotta play the get lucky game, unfortunately.
The white collapses. The protective magic surrounding the altar as the darkness hanging over the altar dissolves. You hear the cries of fury from the central walls. The main altar's guardians have awakened.
Alright, we'll summon the hirelings. Ellery will heal us a little bit. Zran will just like distract things with his anger issues. We gotta knock out a couple of white. Oh, looks like we got a Carnage Reaper as well.
Protective magic surrounding the altar vanishes. It can be pure as the shrieks of the vanquished undead fade. A small stone tablet appears atop the main altar. It beckons you.
So here's a situation where we're going from one private instance to another.
Scratching sounds and creaking rise through the dust-choked
Alright.
air.
We're gonna again kind of do it the way I do it, so I apologize, but we're gonna zerg around without killing very much until we have to, and then we'll kill everything. Undead legs don't get tired. They can run all day. Oh, my haste wore off. Anything in front of us that we can shoot to death the whole time is fine.
Before you stands the sarcophagus of Cardinal Hengrin, a third patriarch of Stormreach.
But if it's behind us, I'm not screwing around with it. We are running forward today. Alright, Famine Reapers will stop to make sure that we get killed. Another Famine Reaper. Oh, that's much ouchie. Oh, we're out of ammo too. Nice. I only summoned 5,000 bolts to start with. Too much aggro. Ran out of bolts, too much aggro. That was my bad, Shaggy. I don't know if we can actually finish this quest in this amount of time. We'll give it a shot. No, we're gonna have to just let go. I messed up real bad. Let's see if we can get to the shrine in time though. I went the wrong way. I can't even get to the shrine. Alright. So we punted that one. There's our first death this life, mostly due to that mistake of running out of ammo. I think if we didn't run out of ammo, we would have been okay there. Gotta check your ammo. Alright, I don't remember if I have to run that first quest again or not. If I do, we'll probably just pause right here. If we don't, we'll carry on, knock out the rest of them in one video. But if we have to, if I have to rerun that other part, I will probably take a break and take a siesta. It's definitely part of what's going on. As I'm hurting and tired, I need to take a break. Samius, you did like 9 hours yesterday, which is probably the reason I'm so wiped today. But it's also a rainy, cold, nasty Friday where I don't have to do anything until be at work at 6:30 for Friday Night Magic. So I just kind of want to a little bit more Z time. We can't go in a quest that's active, unfortunately. It's a Reaper mode. Okay, this is fine. Take two here.
Rise through the dust-choked air.
Alright, Famine Reapers, let's try this nonsense again.
Sarcophagus of Cardinal Olav, second Patriarch of Storage.
This time when we find a Famine Reaper, we'll kill it faster. With bolts.
Drifts up out of the dark. Before you stands the sarcophagus of Cardinal Hengrin, third Patriarch of Stormbreach.
Hey, come on. Click that, let's go. Alright, we'll also turn around, we'll knock the alert back down just a hair. That was also part of the problem that we orange alerted for no reason. Other than I was doing that thing that you do when you get all cocky.
And the cracking of stone echo of this passage. Before you stands the sarcophagus of Cardinal. As the third sarcophagus is boarded, a room of stone. It doesn't look like you'll be able to get up to the room above from here.
Down with the sickness. Alright.
The air grows colder as you round the bend. You hear a raspy muttering and the clank of armor.
So each of those different tunnels fall out. The middle one actually is the one that falls to the shrine. You can get to the shrine like this way, but since I didn't get that door open, it wasn't. We could have recovered, but it wasn't worth the hassle. Like, it's possible we could have our hireling could have came and opened that door. We could have ran to do it. Yeah, it's just it wasn't worth the extra time. Look, we're already there. Basically did it. Okay. There's traps on these, and there's trap boxes, but here's the thing. It doesn't seem like they work. They're going to be trapped regardless. So, doing 2 trap boxes is not the highest value in my mind. So we just run past them. Alright, it's far enough now. We'll get back on our horse. Stupid. Yeah, it should probably auto turn off when you mount on your horse, or just not count. I'm really curious if your auto tag is on, how come it doesn't break it?
Archbishop Dryden waits to speak with you at the top of his dais.
Go, horsey. Alright. This is the second to last quest in the chain. A lot of people think of this as the last quest in the chain, but it's not technically, which is the best kind of correct, is technically correct. But the last quest in the chain is like not very long. If you read through this dialogue, you can click through here and basically you have 2 options. You can fight her or you can not fight her. I would recommend not fighting her if you can help it, just because fighting her is less resource, or not fighting her is less resources than fighting her. But to each their own. We're also going to switch to a different rune arm here. We want to do a rune arm that won't blow up our webs, because we're going to be shooting off our webs here for this part of the quest. Just locking down. You come slightly further around the corner. You're going to waste all that mana. Just don't shoot the corners. So in this, we're basically fighting our way back up the dungeon that we've been running up and down to do the quests. Except it's filled with undead. Surprise! Another web spell, please. If I knew that was the last guy for sure, I would have walked up here, but I did not. Ellery, in the traps, please. Fight monsters in the webs. He was doing okay. Well, not great, but okay. Pick up a stone. We're not going to go down to the beginning to resummon him, so might as well just carry him to the shrine. See if we get lucky. So typically I just use hirelings that can self-heal. I really like the paladins for like these low-level quests. Their lay on hands can really boost us sometimes, but also they can typically heal themselves at least a little bit. They may have to use their lay on hands to do it, but I'm not really a heal. I don't mind having the NPCs heal each other, but I personally don't do a lot of healing the NPCs. Even when I was on a cleric thinking that I would do a lot of healing the NPC, I didn't. I never took the time to heal the NPC. I'll raise them when they're dead, but I don't really heal them.
The stench of gas chokes the air here. Another barrier of witch.
Hey, would you please stop burning all your mana?
The last barrier to the Archbishop's chambers lies ahead. The undead here are ravenous.
This guy up here, this is a medium place to park. They will come up this. I don't know if he can teleport up here right now. He may be paralyzed. You ever have like that one friend that's always finding trouble? I feel like that's what this... I feel like Z-Ran is very much that one guy who's always in trouble. There we go. The way is open. The evil altar has been cleansed.
As the altar explodes in a fury of holy energy, the back wall slides open to reveal
Actually, that was
secret
pretty
passage,
quick, I
perhaps
think.
a way
I didn't check the time. I should have. But it looks like the hirelings did a pretty good job of being helpful. Then the last quest in this chain. Surprise, surprise. We must defeat Dryden. He's not a good guy at all.
Stares coldly down at you from his dais. You can feel his Archbishop.
Alright, if you decide you want to get your Reaper experience on,
Wraith of Arcasic
you have to...
body and turns its glowing
Remember, you have to get your 10 slays. You can do the quest just on... And you gotta get them before you kill this guy. But if you aren't worried about that so much, you can just knock out your... you can just knock him out and be done. You will still get your regular experience, just not your Reaper. Oh, never mind. Did I get my Reaper experience? No, I didn't think so. Killed him by mistake. I don't have precise shots, so still damaging the guys along the way. So anyway, that took us... I didn't see how long I was actually recording that video for, but it didn't take that long. I did screw up and die at that one quest. And we got 2 ranks out of the deal. Almost 3. Maybe 3. I don't remember. I think we went in with... No, I think we capped up all these. So 3? Yeah, 3. I do like the mage armor one. Because I really like the improved shield. The improved shield gives extra armor class, and having both of these frees up the spell slot. Yeah, I think so. Just do it like that. Then we'll just get it from we'll switch our spells slightly. Alright, well, nothing gear-wise that's spectacular, which is not unsurprising. Alright, well, that was Catacombs. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Excuse me, I have a bit of an ear thing here to scratch. Oh, it's probably because they're cold. When we come back, we'll probably continue working our way through the marketplace here. There's quite a few quests. Red Fang the Unruled. Actually, is that it? Is there not anymore? I thought there's at least one more. Alright, well, maybe next time will be Red Fang, and then we'll start something like Waterworks or SDK or something. One of the big fancy quests that everyone loves. The classic Dungeons & Dragons feeling quest. Alright, everybody, with that was the Catacombs. Hope you enjoy it. Please smash the like, subscribe, follow buttons, etc. Don't forget to check out the Twitch page if you're watching on YouTube later. If you're watching on Twitch now, check out the YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Toodles.